What's up, guys? How y'all doing out there in the YouTube world? So yeah, back again, a little quick tutorial. So I've been seeing all this crazy stuff about mounting your, I mean, it's not crazy, I mean, it's people been doing it for years, but mounting the transducer on the front of the trolling motor, which this one has a built-in mega down 2D scan, but I don't use it. I don't know, I always had trouble with it. I don't know if it's just the way the quality it's put in or what, I don't know. But I've had my Helix mega down, mega side, mega whatever it is, mega everything 7 for about a year now. Know it quite well. Used to have it back there on the back of the boat, and I don't know if I'm just impatient or I get frustrated easy, I don't know. But when you're sitting back there and you're side scanning, it's great because you sit in the controls, you can drive, you can side scan. But when I'm looking for a brush pile or a specific point on like something, you want it up front. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like by the time you drive over it, it's halfway down the screen, it's 20 or 30 feet from the boat. You got to spin the boat around, try to find it again. It's hard to spot lock over it because if the wind's blowing, then the spot lock, the boat's going to flip around. Pain in the butt. I used to have a depth finder up here before this, and I could pinpoint the brush piles. I could literally spot lock right over the top of them, catch my fish, whatever was there, just like live scope before even live scope was a thing, and it worked. So I'm moving it back to the front. Now I've been seeing this trend on YouTube where this guy takes the coil bicycle rack, a couple of these, and one of these brackets, and he mounts it to the trolling motor. And then the coil of this connects, and then as you open and close your trolling motor, oh, that looked like crap. When you open and close your trolling motor, the coil of this retracts and lets this down, and it keeps this, when it's on spot lock, from ripping the wire out of the back of this. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna watch the video one more time. It's pretty simple. So first step is getting that right. So this kit, this is what's crazy. I bought this off Amazon, and it said it was the Humminbird MRK/15 universal mount. It shows up from Amazon in this, which is not from Humminbird. Kind of upset me about that, but whatever, it's all the same. I mean, it looks like it's made really well out of aluminum, super tight, came with a good stainless steel bolt, Teflon washer, so that don't vibrate loose. Highly recommend, guys. I used to work at a boat shop. All my techs used to tell me, yeah, Teflon, stainless on stainless, they'll gall up. You get them hot, they'll gall up, you have to cut them off. So put a little bit of bearing grease on those threads, you're good to go. Did have to, took my, you see that? Those little bushings in there, I did take them and I marked them, and I had to cut them with my Dremel tool. There you go, cut them with my Dremel tool so they would keep that in the middle. So I had to take, roughly, what's crazy, I pretty much had to take off the thickness of the other bushing to make it fit, but it'll be centered up when I'm done. So all right, so we got that going. That's going to be right in this area right here ish, once I get the level on and get it plumbed and tightened up. And then I'll be adding another clamp right here, which will clamp this on, which will bring the wire up through here to the back of the unit, so everything's nice and pretty. All right, I'll bring that. Guys, this is what I was talking about. Just a little grease on them threads, and when you go, because if not, stainless on stainless, that right there is going to get hot and gall up. And you know, like I said, my buddy Trey, he's been a boat mechanic for years, works at one of the biggest boat mechanic places here in Conroe, Texas. Awesome tech, dude. He can install anything, and I'm telling you, when he says put some grease on there or you'll be regretting it, don't skip this step. Put the grease on the threads because they will gall up. You'll cut that off, and guess what? Trip to the hardware store. All right, guys, so I got that part done. That took a little bit to get that straight. I had to cut those bushings, like I said. I still don't like the way this sits in here because they don't really give you any flat wash. I'm an idiot. So I could have actually cut these probably a 1/16 to a 32nd smaller and put a washer in there so that bushing lays flat against that. I mean, they're kind of cutting into those teeth, but not really. But you can see how it kind of bent up. I had to really suck this tight to keep this from moving, but it still moves. So after I'm done with everything else, that might be a redesign, because the thing is, you want that transducer flat. The only way to really do this properly is once you get this completely done, is to take this out to the water. Maybe shallow water, 2 feet, get in the water when it's warm. So when your trolling motor's up and down and you're standing and someone's standing on the front of the boat, that transducer is not cocked this way or this way, because if it is, you're gonna get a bad return. You're not gonna get a good return. That's why it's so crucial when you put it on the back of the boat to make sure that you really have it in a good spot and it's flat, level. So I say that looks about as good as it's gonna get. I guess I could put a level on it, but my spare tire is kind of killing me right now because I can't drop that trolling motor down where it goes. So trial and error. Well, if I'm not getting a good return to the lake, I'll just bring the screwdrivers with me and 11 millimeter and then Phillips head screwdriver and just tighten it up and loosen it to get that return, because like I said, if they're not flat. All right, so we got the next step. So pretty much just gonna be a carabiner right here. I know it looks weird, guys. You know, it can move, but it works. I mean, this is literally, it keeps it. So let's see. So like you put this one, just, you can go on YouTube and watch this. I mean, this is not my idea. Hundreds of people have done this. So now you have this here, and this is gonna come up here and clip here, and then your line's gonna go to that. You're gonna zip tie your line all the way around that, your transition cord all the way through that. It's gonna go through that eye bolt up to there. And when the trolling motor is deployed and undeployed, it automatically springs. You get spot lock. Y'all know what spot lock, it tries to wrap around everything. That's gonna keep that from happening. But if it does, it gives. So this is 6 feet, so you get 6 feet of play. So I think this is gonna work. I don't like that this kind of rolls over like that, but you know, I don't think there's any way to get it that tight, because if you do it that tight, I have a feeling that could crack that aluminum housing and then you're done. I mean, that's a $500 replacement part from Humminbird, especially if you have the nose cone like me. So don't suck that up to the point where you crack that housing, because when water gets in, you're done. And you could probably warp this aluminum, because it's just cast aluminum. So y'all be careful with that. Like I said, I'm stealing this from someone. This is not me telling you how to do this. Do not take this as a full instructional video from Humminbird or Makona. Redneck style, fixing it up. See, I got it from this guy right here.
Strictly for the clamp itself.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's who I got it from right there. All right, guys, so had to move this a little bit. This was kind of in the way. And I did figure out, so I have a, what they call a kickstand on the top of mine. So when you're going down the lake at 150 miles an hour, that, hope you can see that kickstand locks into this ram mount. So that keep that head of that trolling motor from doing this and ruining that board that's up there. Highly recommend it. They're like 30 bucks on Amazon. But if you have a long shaft like this, no pun intended, then you definitely want that kickstand, because it's gonna come in so handy. So like I said, got to the point here, had to go back and rewatch the video, because I don't know, I just feel like this, I don't know if I like this. I mean, everything that I bought to do this, literally from Walmart, where is it? $12.69 right there. And then actually I didn't even need all of it. I shouldn't even have bought these, because these didn't fit. So if you have a Tarova or a Minn Kota, it's going to be the quarter by 2.5, but get 3.5, because I had to twist it in there and I kind of scarred this up, and that's only in there like 4 turns. So I don't think that's even gonna be enough threads. They said to put a backer bolt on it. Yeah, I don't have room for a backer bolt inside here. So worst case scenario, it unclips. So I can just go tomorrow, I'll go get the 3.5-inch one, put it in there, and then do that. And they show it to be up here, but there's no way to get a backer bolt in there. I mean, no way. You put a bolt right there, it's gonna hit this, and there's no way. So I don't know how they got them in here. But unless he just went in there and he tack welded it or something. Oh, yeah, yep, step all over the end of your transducer cable. So you can buy another $199 transducer, David. Smart. All right, I'm gonna start wrapping the cable now. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so there it is. So the Helix 7 Mega Down, Mega Side, Mega Scan 2D hooked to the trolling motor. I do have a Mega 2D already in here. I could get the cord and rehook it up to the back of that, but it's literally redundant unless something just happens to this. Now I will have to, for sure, for no longer hitting stumps or accidentally getting too shallow with this. That's gonna have to be a no more, or risk breaking that. But yeah, there it is. It is actually super clean. I had my skeptics about it from the internet, but it actually is pretty clean. Everything's got some extra little slack, so nothing's super tight. Got a little slack right here, nothing super tight. Come up through here. Now, I don't know what this guy did with the other 10 foot of his line. He said he tucked it away in here. I don't know how the hell he did that, because there's mechanisms in there that move. Like, there's bars and brackets and springs. I do not want to put that in there. Because, I mean, if this rubs against one of them or gets caught and you cut this wire, I mean, like I said, this is almost over $200 to replace just the transducer itself. So you don't want to do that. It's like $299 almost. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might just wrap it up neatly under here with a zip tie and just plug it in there and call it a day. We'll see how that goes. All right, guys, but that's the video. Like I said, $12.95. You got you a hook. Now, I did take this back out and I put blue Loctite on it because I only got 4 turns in there. So there's only 4 threads in there. So that's going to be tight. That won't come off for vibration. But yeah, believe it or not, we'll see. We'll see. Now, if you're one of those guys that want to jump up, turn the key off, jump up, deploy your trolling motor and start fishing over a brush pile, not going to happen. You're going to have to unlatch it, bring this down, make sure this doesn't get tangled up in here. And then when you pick it up, you got to make sure it's turned correctly, flat, and then you got to make sure this is not stuck in here. So it's not going to be the, oh, jump up, there's a school of fish, blah, blah, blah. If it comes to that where I want to do that, then I will just take this all back off and I will buy a pole right here that the transducer mounts on. You have to move it with your hand or it mounts to the front, which I will be getting. I'm hopefully by spring I will have, like I said, this might have just been a waste of time, but whatever. So hopefully by spring I am saving up. I'm selling a whole bunch of stuff. I want the new Humminbird Mega Live 2 with the Explore 10-inch screen. I've been watching a lot of videos on it. Now, of course, I know with the videos, them guys are sponsored. They're going to hype it up. They're going to make it sound better than Garmin. They're roughly the exact same price. So I don't know which one I really want to go with. I know Garmin's tried and true. They have a good warranty. They have a good tech group to call. So I don't know. But I have Humminbird on the boat, and this Chirova is actually a link. I can actually hook it to the Mega Down, and like say I have a GPS spot out there, I can hit go on the Explorer to this thing, and this trolling motor will take me there and spot lock me over the top of the brush pile while you're tying a lure. So pretty fancy stuff, but that's getting at about $5,000. I don't know about all that, so we'll see. All right, guys, once again, I appreciate everything y'all do for the channel. Like and subscribe. I know these are kind of just like redundant how-tos that are all over YouTube, but I don't know. I just wanted to do it since I was doing it anyway. So let me know what you think. Like and leave me some comments. All right, guys, till the next time. Peace out.